Back when I was a high school senior, I had the privilege of working at a Walmart. You see, most people don't consider working at like a supermarket or a fast food joint a privilege, but it gave me some extraordinary experiences.
My experience at Walmart started when they first asked me what my name was. Instead of giving them my legal name, Tomohide, or my normal name, Tomo, I chose to go by the name of Tom.
As a cashier for Walmart, I got the chance to interact with many people as they checked out their groceries. Most people bought the same generic kind of stuff. You got the frozen meals, canned goods, milk, all that kind of stuff. However, there was a select customer that I distinctly remember because of what he bought every single week. This certain individual, he wore a different colored sweat-stained tank top every single week, and then he would cart in with his 10 2-liter bottles of Mountain Dew. Yeah, 10. The first week he came into my line, I thought maybe he was just having a large party or family gathering. You know, something that would require 10 2-liter bottles of Mountain Dew. But as the weeks went on, this dude would come in every single week with the exact same 10 2-liter bottles and request them to be back the exact same way. Every week. And granted, I only worked there for about 10 weeks, but I swear I saw this man buy these 10 Mountain Dews every single one of those 10 weeks I was there.
Now, of the many reasons why this man was memorable, it wasn't the shirts, it wasn't the stains, it wasn't the smell, no. It was the way he requested that all of the Mountain Dews would be double bagged in the exact same way every single week he came in.
Now, I am no scientist or anything, but I'm pretty sure that amount of Mountain Dew every single week for a long, extended period amount of time is just not healthy.
All I can say is, I hope that guy's doing well.
Of course, he was not the only memorable customer I had to interact with. You see, as a cashier, you're sometimes told to fill in for other jobs, simple jobs. One of them was like a door greeter. When I was first asked to be the door greeter, I was actually quite excited. It didn't take very long for me to realize that being a door greeter, it just sucks. All you do is just stand there, saying hello to people, which only 10% of the people even acknowledge that you're even there. And after about 15 minutes, the first time I was working there as a door greeter, I just kind of stood there waiting for someone to come replace me. The worst part about it is that you actually have to do more than just stand there and say hello to people. Supposedly, you're supposed to check everyone's receipt before they leave and make sure that they're not stealing anything and that everything that they bought was checked out correctly. If you've ever been to Walmart, you know how rare it is to be stopped in front of the door before you leave. And even when I did try to stop someone, I would just make myself look like I was checking their receipt and tell them to move on regardless. Probably one of the more humiliating parts of my job experience at Walmart occurred when I had to assist a lady on one of the electric carts. You know, those carts that you always wished to drive on as a little child, but in reality, they just go like 2 miles an hour. Well, apparently, this lady, she didn't check to see whether or not her cart was charged before taking it out to the store. And when she got into the vegetable section, her cart just stopped. It had no more battery, it had no more juice. Since I was a door greeter at the time, I was radioed in, which I actually didn't know how to use the radio at the time, so I didn't know how to respond to help this lady. So I just go to her, and she tells me that she can't move. And I was like, okay, well, the battery must have died, whatever. Now, she suggested that I push her back to the entrance so that she could get into another one of these electric carts without walking. Being the helpful employee that I was, I didn't question it, so I told her I'd do my best. I tried pushing the cart, but the cart has a built-in locking brake to prevent people from just driving away with the carts outside. So I just couldn't push it normally, so what I did was I lifted the cart onto its front wheels, keep in mind with this lady in the cart still, and start dragging it across the Walmart floor. Now, I'm not the strongest guy in the world, and with this lady sitting in the cart while I was lifting and pulling, it was just a whole nother challenge. This went on for about another 10-15 minutes because even though the cart stopped about only 100 feet from the entrance, I was still pulling the weight of this heavy cart, but also this lady. I just tried to keep my head down and get her to the entrance because I couldn't imagine what people were thinking when they saw this high school kid just pulling a lady on an electric cart. I finally get her to the entrance where all the other carts are plugged in and charging, and she has the audacity to wobble off the cart. I pulled for her in front of what seemed like a stream of people coming in the entrance, and hopped onto another one and drove off without saying a word. Even though that experience was pretty humiliating for me, there was one time where I was just mortified. Now, back to when I was actually working as a cashier. I developed a habit of sliding cans and jars across the scanner so that I would catch it with my other hand and then put it into the bag. I thought it was quite efficient and it was kind of fun to do. 99% of the time, this would work. However, not 1%. The one time I missed the glass tomato jar I slid across the scanner, oh my, I was terrified. The glass jar shattered on the ground right next to the customer's foot. She was also wearing sandals too, but luckily she wasn't injured. Tomato sauce and glass was everywhere, and I was apologizing to this customer profusely, feeling so bad about what just happened. Understandably, she just wasn't pleased, but I'm still thankful that she wasn't hurt and that she didn't snap at me. I had to have the manager come over, and then there was also the custodial team as well, and it was just all mortifying and just terrible memory of my time there. Of course, not all parts of working at Walmart were bad. I met some great people there and made some amazing friends along the way. Unfortunately, I don't see them or have contact with them anymore, but I hope that they're all doing very well. They made my time at Walmart so much better, and I really do miss them.